Hi guys, it's Alex again. I just wanted to do a quick basic video on, so if you're going to start doing embellishments and things in Over, how to properly export and open a Project Life page in the Over app, and how to save it properly. So that way everything will be how it needs to be for when you get it printed, because I didn't know before some of the differences in Over when I first started using it. I'm a pretty recent user, and it defaults in PNG files, which a lot of the photo printing book places don't accept that file format. So you need a JPEG, and I will show you how to do everything. So when you open it and save it, everything's how you're going to want it to be. So right now I'm in the Project Life app. This is a quick page I did on another day. Right here, you're going to export it. Just click on export right there. And then whether you are getting it printed in a smaller size or not, you always want to pick the biggest size. So that way your resolution is going to be the best. And it'll look good whether it's big or small, so you never have to worry about it. So we're going to click on 12 by 12 image. And then on here, there is a way to slide it and copy it to Over. You do not want to do that. It won't open in the right size that you need for printing. So on this bottom one, you're going to click on Save Image. And it's saved. Next thing we're going to do is open our Over app. And one thing, if you haven't done it before, is you're going to want to change your default saving for your Over app. So you're going to go to Projects right here. And up here, there's a little gear. You want to change your settings. There's a export option, so that will allow you to save your file properly. Over app defaults to a PNG, and like I was saying before, that's not what a lot of the photo books use. And so you don't want a surprise at the end of your book after you finish everything, and then you have to one by one convert everything from a PNG to a JPEG. So go right here to your export options. What I like to do is toggle this show save as menu. So that's just like when you're using like a Word program or anything, save as, and you can choose what file format you want to save it as. Another thing too that you can change is the default file format. See how PNG or PNG is defaulted? Depending on what you use Over for and things like that. Like I like mine defaulted to PNG, and I usually pick show as and then pick a JPEG 100%. But you can shoot, like if you're not making overlays or anything crazy like that, go ahead and pick the JPEG 100%. I don't know why with like mobile scrapbooking, why you would ever pick JPEG 80, because you want the best quality when you're saving and printing and everything. So once you have all that done, it will automatically save if you click that. And so everything's how you want it for when you open up your pages. If you go down here, sorry. You're going to click on white for your white little background. It defaults to a square when you begin. You can change the different sizes, but for a regular square scrapbook page, you're going to want that. And then up here, you're going to want to change it to 3600. If your constrained proportions is on, you want to leave that. And then right here, you're going to change it to 3600, and it automatically changes that one to 3600 too. That way you have the right number of pixels when you're saving. And go ahead and click the check mark, and you have your page. But we want our Project Life page in here. So go down here to Image. It's first in my photos. I'm going to pick that. And as you see, it's smaller than the actual page. You want to make this big enough so it fills up the whole page like a normal Project Life page before you do your embellishments or anything. So down here, you're going to go to Size. And I have found it says it's at 100% because the Project Life app does not, I want to say it's like 270 DPI. It's like a smaller file than you would think it would be. I have found the secret to be 125%. If you don't move this picture around at all, you should just be able to change it to 125, and it's already exact with the borders and everything. If for some reason, let me make it smaller, you like had moved it around or like did something crazy, you go ahead and change it to the 125. And then down here, this thing scrolls. You're going to go to nudge. Oh, sorry, I'm going crazy down there. And then these little arrows, like you can move it just pixel by pixel so you can get it exactly where you want it. All right, so let's say then you added your text or your graphics or whatever you wanted to do. Actually, let me back up just a little bit. Let me show you one little secret I like to do before I embellish. Up here is your layers. Here's my layer, because this is just like kind of like an image sat on my background here. This is the background layer. This is your image layer. Hold this down and you have the option to copy, duplicate, or lock it. If you lock it, that way when you're adding stuff and moving stuff around, you won't accidentally like move this image around when you're trying to add stuff. It locks it in place so you don't have to worry about it moving around when you're adding stuff on top. So let's say we added stuff to this page and we are ready to save. Up here is your export. And you see, usually they have save to photos. And that would be like when they defaulted to PNG. I like to physically, like, visually see that I'm saving it as the correct file format. So I always click on Save As, and then it gives you the options: JPEG 80%, JPEG 100%, or a PNG. If I like finished a complete Project Life page or scrapbook page, I'm going to pick JPEG 100. And it's saved. And now I have the right file size, the right DPI, right? It's ready to print, ready to go. If you have any more questions about opening the pages or saving it or anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment below or find me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. And I hope this was helpful. I didn't know all this when I first started over, which wasn't too long ago. So I hope this helps, and that way you can use the app for scrapbooking and Project Life and all sorts of fun stuff. Thank you.